Rick Perry is going to be asked about his record on the death penalty in Texas. Texas is the leading state in executing inmates, and it appears to us that he took it kind of lightly. Let's listen in.
Your state has executed 234 death row inmates, more than any other governor in modern times. Have you struggled to sleep at night with the idea that any one of those might have been innocent?
No, sir, I've never struggled with that at all. The state of Texas has a very thoughtful, a very clear process in place of which when someone commits the most heinous of crimes against our citizens. But in the state of Texas, if you come into our state and you kill one of our children, you kill a police officer, you are involved with another crime and you kill one of our citizens, you will face the ultimate justice in the state of Texas, and that is you will be executed.
What do you make of
Man, that's unreal, man. That applause was sickening. And you know, I'm a guy who's not very liberal on the death penalty. I now am against it because it turns out we execute wrong people like Texas has. But when we execute people, I don't applaud and hoot and holler like, yeah, we killed people. Man, that crowd is revolting. Now, when you get to Rick Perry, he says, I never struggled at all with it. Well, we got a process, so that's why I signed off on it. But you're supposed to be part of that process. At the very end, you're the last stop, and you're supposed to thoughtfully consider whether that person deserved a sentence or not, or was guilty or not. That's the most important part. And now there is great evidence, for example, that Cameron Todd William was not guilty, and he was executed by the state of Texas anyway. But apparently that didn't cause Rick Perry a wink of sleep anyway. That's because he's a politician, and he thinks as long as I can get that applause line from that bloodthirsty crowd watching this Republican primary, I don't give a damn who we execute, guilty or innocent. There's been so many questions asked about so many people on Texas's death row. In fact, quite recently, after 18 years of incarceration, Anthony Graves was just released from death row. He could have easily been executed in Texas. Like I said, he'd been there on death row for 18 years. Well, prosecutors just said, oops. It turns out we were going to execute the wrong guy. It turns out there was no evidence that he was involved in this crime. The DNA is not linked, nothing, and we had to release him. Now, thank God they came to that conclusion in the nick of time. If they had executed him a couple of years ago, Rick Perry would have said, I didn't lose any sleep over it. I don't have any problems with it. We execute people in Texas. And then the crowd would cheer and apparently love that, exercise in bloodthirsty revenge, even if it's on the wrong guy. It's one thing if it's on the right guy, but you start executing wrong people and the crowd is still cheering, that's what makes it grotesque.